Everyone, in this video we are going to talk about the location scale. The location scale is a key part of how the rewards are calculated for your base station, and I'll explain what it is, how it is calculated. Don't worry, we'll keep it super simple. Let's start with what location scale actually is. It is one of the factors for your total rewards, next to quality scale and availability scale. The location scale is a number between 0 and 1, and it decides how much reward your base station is going to get based on where it's placed. And a location scale of 1 means you get full rewards. A location scale of 0 means you get no rewards from your locations. And onocoy designed the location scale to steer the population of base stations because we want to have some redundancy. We say up to 3 stations in the same area is a good number of stations, but above that, so above 3, more stations do not give a lot of benefit also towards our clients. So, which is why adding more stations in an overpopulated area won't give you as much rewards. Now, how is the location scale calculated? Well, we take your base station and draw a circle surrounding it with a radius of 50 kilometers. And then we look at, in this circle, how many stations there are and what kind of quality those stations have. But here's the first trick. The neighboring stations are grouped by ownership. That means if one person already owns 3 stations, they count as one group. And out of that group, we only take the strongest station. But of course, if a person only has 1 station, it counts as a single group also. And the second thing to know about the location scale is that the 2 stations of your neighbors with the biggest impact on you are ignored, which is to promote the redundancy. So these 2 do not affect your rewards. Okay, now let's dig a little bit deeper on the calculation. For the calculation, we have 3 parameters. First is the distance penalty, second is the share factor, and the third is the reduction factor. Now let's take a look at each of these. The first one is the distance penalty. The distance penalty is a penalty depending on the distance of a neighbor. Stations within 15 kilometers of your station have the maximum penalty of 1. Between 15 and 50 kilometers, the penalty will go down using a curved function. And anything beyond 50 kilometers is ignored completely. In short, we could say the further away a station is, the less it hurts your rewards. The second parameter is the share factor. This compares your signal quality to the neighbors. So if your stream is better than them, you're rewarded more, even if the station is very close. So that means a high quality station can earn well, even in a crowded area. Now with the distance penalty and the share factor, we can calculate the reduction factor. We multiply the distance penalty and the share factor and calculate the reduction factor by saying 1 minus the product of the distance penalty times the share factor. We calculate this reduction factor for each neighbor that is not ignored. And then the location scale is just the product of all these reduction factors. Now let's walk through a real-world example. We have this neighboring station called S bar sub 4, and this station is 25 kilometers away from us. The quality of that station is 93%. Our station, though, has a quality of 99%. Okay, let's take a look at the values. Based on the curved function that we introduced, the 25 kilometers distance would result in a distance penalty of roughly 49%. And because our quality is higher than the neighbor station quality, the share factor is 0.485. If we now want to calculate the reduction factor for this neighbor, it would result in 0.76. If we now assume we have two other neighbors affecting us more, then those two will be ignored, and this specific station would be the only one used for the formula of the location scale. Then our location scale would be just exactly this reduction factor, 0.76. If there were more neighbors, then all those reduction factors would be multiplied to get to the final location scale. Of course, keep in mind this location scale is then still multiplied with the other reward factors, quality scale, availability scale, to get your final reward score. And that's it. Now, if you want to know which stations are affecting you to what extent, you can go to your list of reference stations, click on one of them, and here on the right you will see the neighboring stations impacting your location scale. You can see that some stations are grayed out. That means that those stations have no effect on the location scale, and the other purple stations, they do have an effect. And you can even click on each single one of them to see the reduction factor, the distance to your station, and the quality factor. Alright, if you have any questions, feel free to join our Discord server or drop a question in the comments. You can also write us an email to support@onocoy.com. We are very happy to help. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.